Okay, cool. All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome. Hope you guys are having a good Saturday morning. And I felt like streaming some Imperator Rome today. I usually don't stream on weekends, but I have a special announcement coming up probably at the end of the stream that you guys will hear about. That will explain why it is that I'm available to stream on a Saturday, which is something I haven't done in quite a while now, actually. So we're gonna be jumping into some Imperator Rome. I was kind of debating. I didn't actually know what country we should play as. Excuse me. I didn't actually know what country we should play as. I still kind of don't. I mean, I've decided on Etruria just for a little while. Let's go and jump into a new game here. I decided on Etruria just because, like, everybody does a Rome playthrough. You know, everybody's doing like a Rome playthrough right now, and I kind of wanted something. I wanted something a little different than Rome, just because, I mean, everybody's playing Rome. I've gotten some suggestions. Some people should say we should try Sparta, but honestly, even a lot of people are trying Sparta. So I don't think it's the most interesting thing in the world. Some people suggested India, like this little guy here, Vashmaka, or like somebody in the south, like the Nuradapura. You know, like kind of a good way to learn the mechanics of India and such. And I was considering that too. That'd be kind of cool. But I don't know. I wanted to try Etruria just because it's near Rome. It's in Italy. It also does border the Gaelic tribes to the north. And so you know, I think it'd be kind of interesting for a dynamic experience, but also one that's not, say, Rome, something that's not railroaded. So I think we're gonna try that. Let's see. The countries that I would like to play in the future, we definitely will do a Phrygia campaign, an Egyptian campaign, a Seleucid campaign. Bactria is actually one that I really want to try out fairly soon. I would like to do that. So let's see. I would also like to try something in Iberia. Honestly, you know, I have to admit the whole conglomeration of tribes here in Gaul and Iberia, it makes it difficult to kind of pick one out of the rest, just because I sometimes feel like there isn't a lot of differentiation between the tribes in this game. I feel like no matter which tribe you pick, you might play the same way. I don't know. You know, especially because it is still just early in the development stage of Imperator Rome, you know. I feel like there just might not be as much differentiation as there should be between the tribes. I don't know. I think we'll try to Etruria for a little while, and then we'll see what happens. Maybe we get destroyed or something like that. We can try something else. Now, something that should be noted is that Rome has a lot of freemen and citizens and a lot of slaves, whereas Etruria, because they're a federated tribe, they have citizens, less freemen, and they have a lot of tribesmen and a lot of slaves as well. So that should be noted. I have to admit, though, there isn't a huge difference in population between Rome and Etruria, although there is a considerable difference in power. One of which is that Etruria is a federated tribe, so they're tribal. So they only have access to, like, you know, like light infantry, light archers, and that sort of thing. Whereas Rome is an aristocratic republic, so they have access to just everything, you know. So that should be kind of interesting. So I think we're just gonna jump on in. Let's do an Ironman game. We'll play normal difficulty on Etruria. Ah, shit. Whoopsies. I actually selected Luconia. What the hell? Really? Really? What the hell's going on there? I mean, shit, we can play Luconia too if you wanted to. Alright. Let's try that again. Like, really? Okay, check this out. You can actually, from this screen being open, you can actually click on another country. What the hell? That's kind of funny. Okay. Alright. So we are here in Etruria. Let's take a look at our nation overview. We have mostly Latin pops. We have some Corsian, who are... I think those are pre-Indo-European. Yeah, pre-Indo-European culture group. So we have some Corsians, and then apparently we have Massilians here, really, in Eulalia. That's kind of cool. Yeah. Let's see. We got a comment Twitch chat. Etruria can build heavy infantry. They're not restricted to unit times. Rome's power is in their vassals. Oh, that makes sense. Well, let's actually take a look at that then. So if I import iron, I can build heavy infantry. Let's take a look. Oh, we can. Okay, so I guess tribals. I was always under the impression that tribals could not build like the more advanced unit types, but I guess that's not true. You're only limited by goods. Okay, so at the very least, we're gonna need to grab probably. Well, let me see. Can I grab Principes at the moment? Yes, we already have iron here. What about Equitus? No, we don't have any horses. Okay, so we definitely need to import horses to build some cavalry. And we're not particularly wealthy. Let's see. Massilia, who's the Numidian power over there, who's a subject of Carthage. They will give us horses. So let's do that. Let's get some horses. And what else could we use? Can we build triremes? We also cannot at the moment build triremes. A navy would probably be a good idea to thwart the Romans with. Because he has, at the beginning of the game, Rome has an army of, or as a navy of 4 ships. Okay. So, yeah, I think we're going to grab some, I think we're going to grab some wood for some triremes here. Odrysia, Hellenistic local power of Odrysia. That's the subject of Thrace. I think we'll actually still get wood from Massilia here. Let's see. Okay, so we have a bad research ratio, so we don't research fast enough. We have some sworn families. Let's go for, well, you know, actually, let's go to our economy here. Let's go to our economy. I've discussed this in previous Let's Plays, but this, the thing is that this commerce, like, modifier here, so you can either go transaction taxation, which increases your national commerce income 15%, or you can go to free trade, which reduces your income from commerce, but you get province import routes. So I usually go for this just because it allows you to import just one more trade route for all your provinces, which is kind of a big deal. In my opinion, I think even just one trade route is way worth it for what you lose in your income. So we can import, as you can see, quite a bit of stuff. If we have a surplus, this is the thing. If we have a surplus of iron in our capital here, we get heavy infantry discipline. So my opinion is that I want to build probably maybe light cavalry, heavy infantry, and archers. So having heavy infantry discipline for the core of our army is kind of important. We could get a surplus of horses for light cavalry discipline, but in my opinion, the Romans are going to throw mostly infantry at us, you know, plus their other combined arms formations. So I think we're going to actually probably get this this iron here. We can actually import it from there's actually a little guy here. This is he's not a vassal, he's a friend of ours. Sure, we'll get it from him. So we get local manpower. We're also going to get heavy infantry discipline. So, do we need an omen right now? Let's see. Well, do we need religious conversion? Well, the first question is, okay, so we do have unrest here. Oh, wow, that's quite a bit. Because, we're working on cultural assimilation, apparently. So, I mean, okay, so that's a big question. Should we convert these pops? It's kind of expensive, but I think I will. Let's actually make sure we convert at a minimum the citizens, probably. Okay. So we're not going to call down an omen at the moment. I think we're just going to focus on, ooh, this is a, yeah. So we have clan retinues here. Okay, so who's our leader? Albio Voltorreño. He's the chief magistrate of Etruria. He's wow, he's a really good marshal. 20 years old, 8'5", 6'9". It's a pretty good leader. So we're gonna want to bolster this guy's retinue. We're gonna want to increase that. Let's take some ideas. We get one of each category, which is actually fairly rare. I think that's specific to Republican forms of government. Or at least I think it's some Republican forms of government. It's not all of them. So I gotta comment in the Twitch chat. I got a question. Imperator Rome, is it fun like E4 and CK2? Yeah, it's fun. Although I'm not allowed to give my opinion on the game. Like, should you buy it? Should you not buy it? I'm not allowed to say that yet. That would break the terms that I have with Paradox. Let's take morale of armies. Let's do. Let's see. This is for civic ideas. We do have a lot of slaves. We do have a lot of slaves. So here for the civic ideas. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not sure if we'll be doing a lot of building right now because we're gonna be focusing on expanding and holding back the Romans. So, and we don't have a lot of commerce income. I'm leaning towards the national slave output. That's just like pretty much a straight tax buff. Monthly corruption, monthly loyalty, or improve opinion maximum. I would like to become allies with people, but I don't think... Do we even have problems with corruption necessarily? I don't think so. I'm thinking monthly general loyalty is probably better. Right? Because then these guys... Yeah, clan chief, but loyal cohorts. I'll take that loyalty. Just to be on the safe side. Okay. So... is likely next chief magistrate. Okay. So all these guys... Yeah, this is a personal rank of clan chief, so it cannot be disbanded. Can I combine the armies? No. Wow, I can't even combine the armies. Alright, they're all loyal to these guys. Okay. Interesting. Well, let's take a look. I usually go for herbalism. Just a straight up 5% technology buff is usually what I go for. So I think we'll just take that. Yeah. Okay, so, I imagine the Romans are going to come after us pretty early on, but I guess I could be wrong. We have a decent amount of manpower. It's not amazing, but, you know, it'll do for now. I'm thinking we just build up one more army that's loyal to us, to our ruler. Here, Albio Vertoreño. Equitus Sagittari. These are horse archers. Auxilia. Cavalry. Velitas are the skirmishers. Or no, the light infantry. Sagittari are the archers. Yeah. Okay, so let's grab... I think like 6 heavy infantry. We'll do like 6 archers. Let me do like... So I can grab either heavy cavalry, which I don't even think we can afford, or just light cavalry, which I think we can afford. I'll do like 4 of those guys. Okay. And then as far as our diplomatic relations, we just have this little guy in alliance. I doubt, well, I don't know, we might be able to make him a tributary, but okay. Alright, so let's build up our military force. Let's see what these guys do. Offer guarantee, offer alliance. Synonyms, local power, regional power, different ranks cannot sign formal alliances. You know, a part of me does think we should guarantee the Samnites. It's kind of a liability, although he is allied with the Lucanians. Just in case, yeah, I'm actually gonna go ahead and do it. Just in case Semnium is attacked, we can actually come to his aid. Okay, so apparently we're guaranteeing this guy now. It's not an alliance anymore. I think he maybe he's demoted in rank. I'm not sure. Okay, so this guy, keep him here. We'll keep you guys. Let's keep you over there on the sea. Let's see. I got a comment in the Twitch chat. Jadude says, yeah, he mentions exactly what I just talked about, which is honestly for this policy here, this free trade, the province support routes, I think it might even be a little overpowered because I think it's just straight up better than any of these other 2 options. You know, like 1 import route per province, that is like monumental. You know, and the thing is, if you come over here to trade overview, you can see that anything you import and anything you export is always making you money, no matter what it is. And so it's like, you just make fat stacks of cash for having just an import route in every province. I just never think that any of the other 2 options are worth it, you know, and that's what kind of makes it overpowered is it's like, okay, if none of these are worth it and you would pick this one every time, then what's the point of having the options? You know, like, I'm not saying I don't exactly want, you know, I don't want Paradox to change that, but it's just, damn, it's just so strong. It's just much more powerful than the other options. All right, so let's see here. So primary cohorts, heavy infantry, archers will be second. Flanking cohorts will be the light cavalry. Same thing here, I think. Heavy infantry in the center. Archers the secondary line. And light cavalry, yeah. Now this is what's kind of weird. So when they talk about this whole primary cohort, secondary cohort thing, this here, the secondary cohorts, they talk about this type of cohort that will be in the second row of combat. There is no second row of combat anymore. So really, it's just like your primary line and then your flanks. That's it. That's all that exists. You know, so it's kind of weird why. I'm not even sure if this is necessary anymore, because Paradox removed the second row of combat. I think at one point it had, you know, there was something to it. Now I just don't think there is. Did I mess up on light cavalry here? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so this guy, yeah, you should not be here. You should belong to my main army. Okay. Alrighty. So we're losing money, which was to be expected. We're losing money. We generate actually a pretty decent amount of power per month. Can't colonize anything, to my knowledge. No. It's a pretty bad happiness over here, I have to admit. Ooh. We're trying to assimilate people over here, but it's just the happiness is just terrible. Wise one, not Latin culture group. Wow, minus 30%, dude. Those guys are mad. We don't have any. Well, we have a little bit of rest over here. It's nothing major though. I'm bringing in Hellenic. Okay. What's our diplomatic stance at the moment? We are really? We're mercantile stance? Holy crap. Honestly, we might be better off with something else, like a warlike stance, like bellicose or something. Let's see. So Rome subjects, just to be sure, are Britannia, Polinia, Marcia, and then Nuceria. So we can attack freely, probably the Umbrians, the Sabinians, and other stuff. The thing is, we have to worry about the Gallics to the north. So Umbria, I'd probably be comfortable with taking Umbria and Kona and Vicentia and Sabinia. These are actually fairly large. These guys have an alliance themselves. My concern is the Gallics. Yeah. Yeah, there is this little guy here. He's got some allies though. These guys are all in like a power block up here. So okay. We are losing money though, so we should probably expand sometime in the near future. Okay, so Byzantium and the Umbrians are defending each other. They're not particularly powerful, but... Okay, so we've guaranteed Samnium. It's an alliance with Luconia. Luconia and Samnium are decently powerful. Okay. Let's see a new invention. Let's see, the chiefs of Saint have sent an envoy proclaiming that their harvest, trade, and taxation have all produced a huge surplus this year. I'll actually take the money. I do like tribesmen. But I think we do need the money. Yeah. How many forts do we have? Let's take a look here. We have 3 forts.